Here we are, guys. For everybody who's kind of been following the journey so far, it hasn't really been too long of a journey thus far, but here we go. This is the intro, or if you want to call it point 5 of the first episode of the sit down. Pretty much what I wanted to do today was just kind of just sit down and sort of just kind of give a quick summary or an update in terms of what the channel is going to look like, what some of the goals are, and just what we're going to try to accomplish, right? Because I really got inspired to do this whole thing because of the stories that people were telling me, throughout my career, physical therapy and things of that nature. And I knew that the impact they had on me, that impact could be had on other people as well. And I just felt like there wasn't really a platform for people to share, their story, and it's crazy because in life, all we're doing is creating a story. Every single day we wake up, we're just writing the script of what our story is going to look like, what we read to our kids one day. And, that's what makes us. That's what is us. That is our DNA. That's our story. That is our tale, per se. And a lot of people never really have an opportunity to share theirs, right? So that was kind of the whole idea and the concept behind the show that I'm going to create called The Sit Down. And every week, my goal is to try to have somebody new on the show. And the topics are going to range anywhere from, Black Lives Matter to, the COVID-19 situation, and anything pretty much relevant, to the times right now, or, anything relevant to maybe a person's story again, because it is about the individual that I'm going to sit down with, not about necessarily the times right now. So just really letting them kind of share their story and just speak about what has kind of crafted and sort of shaped them, and I'm just going to try to sort of poke and prod a little bit and maybe just bring up some reference points that I had heard them say, throughout my career working with them, whether in physical therapy or just somewhere where I met somebody, and kind of just use those as guide marks along the way, and I'm really, really excited. Got a lot of good feedback so far, and I'm really, really curious to see where this goes. I think this really has a good opportunity to kind of take off. I'm really excited to push out some content for you guys, and I think this is going to be something that could change a lot of people. Because the thing about it is this, you never know, what your words could do to impact somebody's life. You never know. You might talk to somebody that is a complete stranger, but because you said something nice to them, that changed their day or that changed their week or potentially their life. You never know the impact of somebody's words or somebody's voice. And I think that's part of the reason why I was also inspired to do this, because I don't believe that people understand the power that they hold, in their voice. And on top of it, there's this odd thing going on in society today where people can't have a discussion anymore. People can't sit down and talk with one another and just voice their opinions without it being an argument or a verbal altercation or some kind of battle. And that's a discussion we'll get into at a whole different time. But I just kind of wanted to open up this environment here and just show people that it is okay. You can still have a discussion and not agree with somebody and still be friends. You see it so much. You see families break apart at the seams because of a conversation about who the president is, or they'll talk about religion, and that'll destroy a home. And I just don't feel like that's necessary. And I just kind of want to be an outlet and maybe be an example to show that. There's going to be times where I say something that somebody might not agree with and vice versa, but it's not going to turn into anything, because the thing about it is that you always have to be open and willing to hear somebody. You have to hear somebody in order to get educated, and in order to get educated, you have to hear somebody, and I think that's a tool that we're going to practice on the show, and, I'm really, really excited for what the future is going to hold in store. So this is all brand new for me, like it is for you guys, and I'm excited to kind of go along this journey with you. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and we will see where the future takes us. Let's go.